your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Hello, God bless you all, and thank you so much for joining and watching the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. I am so excited about today's guest. I have two wonderful, amazing women who are a guest for tonight. So stay tuned for some amazing information from these beautiful women of God and what God is doing, some amazing things in their life. So thank you so much for joining. Please let me know that you're here. If you would share, tag, and subscribe to my YouTube as well, so we can get this show started. Again, this is Jafora Fox. I am your host, and I am so excited about tonight. So please say hello. Let me know that you are here for this dynamic show. This is episode 3. So I have first coming up, and I'm just going to introduce them, and then they're going to come back later and talk to you. I have Victoria Watson from VW Tax and Accounting Service. So please shout out to Victoria as well as Kalinda. Kalinda from CEO and owner of Undiscovrd, and she has other businesses too as well, and she's going to talk about that on tonight. So say hello, and God bless you all, and happy Wednesday. It has been an amazing day, definitely, with the inauguration and all of the things that has happened on today. And so we're just excited about everything that is going on. We are going upward, you all, upward. So say hello to us on tonight. Make sure if you would please share and tag others in the Facebook Live. So thank you so much. And before I call my guests on to come, I'm just going to go over a few of the business strategy tips. I said that I would talk about the business plan. And so I just wanted to give you some information about the business plan. And so with the business plan, as I stated before, you don't want to start a business without writing a business plan. It's your vision to success. Your plan can be simple since you're just starting out, or even if you already started out, you still want to make sure that you go back and create your vision plan. The Bible says, write your vision and make it plain. And then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. And that's Habakkuk 2 and 2, the NIV version. And so this here, I'm just giving you some tips on traditional business plan. You want to start with your executive summary, which you can briefly tell your reader what your company is and why it will be successful. So you want to include your mission statement, your product or services, and basic information about your company's leadership team, employees, and location. You should also include financial information and high-level growth plans if you plan to ask for financing. And then number 2 is company description. Use your company description to provide detailed information about your company. Go into detail about the problems your business solves. Be specific and list the consumer's organization or businesses your company plans to serve. And so I'm going to stop right there so we can greet some of the guests, our audience on tonight. So hello, Eric, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Gail. Happy Wednesday to you also. And thank you so much for joining. And hello, Mr. Fox. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all taking out the time to watch this Facebook Live as I provide some business tips as well as spotlight some amazing entrepreneurs. And so if you would please share, like, and tag others in this Facebook Live, it is greatly appreciated. And so number 3 is your market analysis. You'll need a good understanding of your industry outlook and target market. competitive research will show you what other businesses are doing and what their strengths are. In your market research, look for trends and themes. What do successful competitors do? Why does it work? Can you do it better? Now's the time to answer these questions. And just because somebody else is doing what you're doing, that's okay. Because there's so many people in this world that they're waiting for you to service them that another business may not be able to reach, and it's assigned to them to get done what needs to be done. So don't worry about the market analysis of other people, because you can learn from someone else and what they're doing. And there are people out there that will love to share with you about their business and what they're doing, even if it is the same business. Because one thing I know about God is that what he has for you is for you. It doesn't matter who else is doing what it is that you're doing. You just be effective in what God has called for you to do and do it well. And so number 4 is organization and management. You want to tell your reader how your company will be structured and who will run it. Describe the legal structure of your business. State whether you have or intend to incorporate your business as a C or an S corporation. Form a general or limited partnership, or if you a sole proprietor or an LLC. For businesses, I would move away from the sole proprietor because that does not separate you from your actual business. And we'll have our tax accountant, Ms. Victoria Watson. She'll talk a bit further about that and what that looks like. And so use an organizational chart to lay out who's in charge of what's in your company. Show how each person's unique experience will contribute to the success of your venture. Consider including resumes and CVs of key members of your team. And so that's if you have other members that are a part, which is an LLC calling members. If you have others on your business, you want to list them on your business plan and their experiences too as well. So I'm going to stop there and I'll come back and give some more business tips after I get past the other guests. So hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining and watching on tonight. If you would please share, tag, and like in this Facebook Live. Also, if you're watching from YouTube, if you have not subscribed my channel, please do so. And thank you. Make sure you let others know about what I'm doing with the Jafora Fox Show, which provides a platform for small business owners, entrepreneurs, as well as I provide business strategies for you as a business owner. And so the guest that's coming up, so y'all send those hearts, send those hearts, send those hearts, send those hearts of these two beautiful ladies. Yes, are so amazing. And I'm so excited and so honored to have both of these ladies on the show on tonight. And so I'm just going to put up again. And so our first guest here with us tonight, look at that beautiful lady. Yes, is Kalinda Preston, and she is CEO and owner of Undiscovrd. And also she has some other businesses as well that she will be talking about on tonight. And so I am super, super excited to have you here on tonight. And so I'm going to let you take it away. If you would start with just telling the audience who you are and what you do in your businesses.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for inviting me on this show. I truly appreciate it, and I love the movement that you have right now with your platform. My name is Kalinda Preston, and I, like Jafora said, I own a business called Undiscovrd, which I started in 2007. It is a graphic design business. My whole premises behind that business was providing affordable graphics to small businesses that couldn't afford the types of designs that big brands are receiving from, larger clientele. I also have a couple of other businesses. I have a vegan body product line that specializes in helping you repair your skin, especially if you have eczema and psoriasis. I also have a vegan natural body butter and hair oil product line that's a part of that. So Succulent is another brand that I own. And then my latest babies, I can't even say my latest, but really what I've been targeting a lot of energy on is my group called 6 Foot 6 Figures. It's on Facebook, and it's really about teaching us how to have multiple streams of income. So I'm teaching people how to get started in the stock market, how to options trade, and also how to start a business and receive funding for their business. And what I do is I always believe that it takes a village to raise a family, and it's power in the amount of people that you have helping you. So I bring in subject matter experts, and we have TED Talks, and we, get information from them. And then they also teach us different strategies or different ways that we can improve our business presence. So that is something that I am heavily invested in right now, just really bringing our people together. In a branch of that also, I also started something last year, which you guys get to kind of hear about first. I started a business called Urbanized Move, and I've already acquired a property. I'm getting ready to close on another business, and I am creating a shared space in the south suburbs of Chicago where people can come together and work on their businesses, start businesses, get advice, get the photography and the design work that they need. In a safe space. It's going to be members only, and details will be coming out first for all my 6 figure members, so that they know more about this business that I'm putting together. But essentially, who I am is someone that is creative. I have a bunch of talent in different areas, and I love bringing people together to kind of tap into what their skills are so that we can work on things and improve our socioeconomic demeanor. So that's me essentially.
Wow. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Y'all give it up for all of these things, and make sure that you reach out. So if you would please also provide your information and how they can reach you if they're wanting to contact you about the information that you have talked about on tonight.
So absolutely. You can follow me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is KR Preston. And then my private group where we're learning about the stock market, it's called 6 Foot 6 Figures. Go figure, I'm tall, but it's all about, being 6 foot above ground, and also, bringing in another stream of income. So our goal is 6 figures a year in this group. Also, you can find out about my vegan body product line by searching me on Facebook, and it's called Succulent Products, and succulent is one word. SUCCULANT But the easiest way to find me and find out about all of the different things that I'm doing is, again, my Facebook name, which is KR Preston, Preston. And if you want to network and connect, that's what we are all about. So join in on the fun.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to have that information and have it going across the screen now. So the KR Preston and the 6 Foot Figures. So if you want to reach out to Kalinda, please do. She has a wealth of information. Don't mind sharing. And I tell you, when you have others who don't mind sharing information, you want to make sure you tap into that and reach out to the resources to help take your business to the next level. And so one of the things, Kalinda, I wanted to ask it, especially with your vegan product, what made you get started with doing that vegan, your vegan product, that business?
So it was not even originally supposed to be a business. That's how things just happen. I have a niece who has eczema really bad, and her kids had it, and she was buying Eucerin and other products from the store. And I'm like, none of this stuff is working because it has preservatives in it. It has water in it. So how is it really healing and penetrating the skin? So the lifestyle that I was brought up and raised in was, my mother did not eat pork. She didn't eat a lot of meat herself. And it was always, what's the healthy alternative to things? And that kind of sticks with you. So as you grow up, you start developing. Like, I was making shampoo for my daughter back in 2011, just using tea bags and soap and things on my own. I never was a Johnson & Johnson fan. So I'm like, I always make my things, on my own. Let me research and put something together. So it's funny. It was me, my cousin, and a really good friend of mine. We were together, and I'm like, let's do this. And I know they're like, you're the friend and cousin that just like gets on our nerves because you're always throwing something on us or whatever. But I promise you, it's broken off, and they have those habits now. But we started making body butters, and people started, utilizing them and asking for them more frequently. So we're like, okay, we're going to do this. And a good friend of mine, she was like, girl, you're giving away all this stuff for free. You should start a business. So the first person that I always share things, and I pray on things a lot, but the first person I always share things with is my mother. Because she's the one that's like, oh, no. And so, I told her about the body butter and how we were going to form this business. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's so high. I can just go to Walmart and get something for $5. And I'm like, Mom, just try it and just get back with me and let me know what you think. So the following day, when my mother called me and was like, Kalinda, oh my gosh, my skin is still soft, and this body butter really moisturizes my skin. I'm like, oh yeah, this has to be a business, because she is so finicky, and if she likes it, I know other people will love it and enjoy it. So we started off with one body butter. It was called Mango Tango, and it kind of expanded from there. So that's how Succulent was born.
Oh, that is so exciting and so amazing. And as you all hear the story, I mean, I'm sure that is in the audience may have something that's on your heart and mind that you want to share, to want to start, as well as with your business. And so know that you can do it too as well. This is about creating wealth for generations and times to come, and get started. And so that's what this platform also, I want to make sure that the audience knows that you can, to be encouraged, to be inspired, to know that God is no respective person. If he did it for Kalinda, he did it for me, he's doing it for Victoria and each of you, that he'll do it for someone else who may not think or feel that they can do it as well. But you have to get started. You have to begin to change your mindset and get connected with like-minded individuals so that they can help encourage you and push you on. And do not procrastinate. That word should not be anywhere in 2021. We are making things happen in this year and years to come. But now we are making things happen. And so thank you so much. Kalinda, I'll put your information up again. Of course, you'll stay around. If you all have any questions or anything while we are going through the live, please feel free to put those comments in the questions or anything in the comments. And I'm going to go back to some of our comments here and see. Let's see. We have a hello. Thank you, Ms. Faust. Thank you so much for joining and watching. And hi, Hope. Thank you. I appreciate you watching too as well. And here, Hope is saying, yep, Mango Tango. Yeah, I love mango. It's one of my favorites too as well. So that is great. Yep. There you go. Hope says the products are great. So so that is amazing. And here, Ms. Boss said, amen. And then, yes, you can do it for you too. That is so true. And so God bless you all. God bless you. And so if you have any comments, questions, please put them in the chat so that these ladies if you have any questions, they'll be glad to answer them for you. And so before I bring up the next guest, I'm just going to go and finish up with the business plan pointers that I have for you. And again, thank you all so much for being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. I am so excited to each of you, my guests, as well as my audience. It is just an amazing thing, and God is absolutely amazing. And to God be the glory for everything that he has done, he's doing, and he is going to do in each of our lives. So thank you all so much for watching. And so the other business plan outline is service or product line. So you want to describe what you sell or what service you offer, explain how it benefits your customers, and what the product life cycle looks like. Share your plans for intellectual property like copywriting or patent filings. If you're doing research and development for your service or product, explain it in detail. So you want to make sure that you follow this, you're answering the questions so that your business plan can be put into writing it out. And then if you need to tweak it, you can always go back and change it too as well. And then marketing sales. There's no single way to approach a marketing strategy. Your strategy should evolve and change to fit your unique needs. Your goal in this section is to describe how you attract and retain customers. You'll also describe how a sale will actually happen. You'll refer to this section later when you make financial projections, so make sure to thoroughly describe your complete marketing and sales strategies. Number 7, funding requests. If you're asking for funding, this is where you'll outline your funding requirements. Your goal is to clearly explain how much funding you'll need over the next 5 years and what you'll use it for. Specify whether you want debt or equity, the terms you'd like applied, and the length of time your request will cover. Give a detailed description of how you'll use your funds. Specify if you need funds to buy equipment or materials, pay salaries, or cover specific bills until revenue increases. Always include a description of your future strategic strategic financial plans, like paying off debt or selling your business. And one of the things I want to say about funding is, I believe before you request funds from others, make sure you invest in yourself. Make sure that you invest your funds into your business before asking others to invest in you. One of the things that we need to do is invest in ourselves. Invest in yourself. Take the time to make sure that you have things in place, that you have services as an accountant, such as our next guest that's coming up, and all of the things that you're going to need, your website and your business telephone number. If you don't have a space or brick and mortar like Kalinda's having, she has a shared space community that business owners will be able to rent or lease some shared space. So you want to make sure that you invest in your business so that others know that you're serious about what it is that you're doing. So before asking and requesting funds, just ensure that you invest in your own business. And so number 8 is the financial projection. Supplement your funding request with financial projections. Your goal is to convince the reader that your business is stable and will be a financial success. And so when you write your business plan, you don't have to stick to the exact business plan outlined here. Instead, use the sections that make the most sense for your business and your needs. And there may be things that you might want to add to this as well. And you can also Google simple business plans for your type of business. So there is so much information out there. You have to do your research, do your due diligence for your business and all of the things that you're doing. Get a part of groups that are like-minded, that don't mind sharing you the information. But also when you read that information and see it, make sure you're asking questions. Don't just go with the first thing, because the information that could be provided is based upon that business. And so you want to do an analysis for your business so that you're getting the right information for your business. So on next week, I'll be going over some tips about your Dun & Bradstreet number, which is called the DUNS number, which is free. And they do have services out there that they'll have you pay for. But I'm telling you now that you can get your DUNS number for free. And so that's a data universal numbering system, or DUNS number, is a unique 9-digit number used to identify your business issued by Dun & Bradstreet, D&B. Like a personal social security number, a DUNS number allows customers, business partners, and financial institutions to learn more about your business. So that falls up under your business credit, your business. So that's what that D&B is for. So on next week, I'll be providing some strategies about that DUNS number, the Dun & Bradstreet. And so we are now going to start with our next guest. And here is our next guest is Victoria Watson, and she is CEO and owner of VW Tax and Accounting Services. And so again, I am so excited to have Victoria as a guest with us on tonight. Just another amazing woman of God. And Victoria has a tax accountant in the Chicagoland area. She specializes in individual and business tax preparation. tax problem resolution and business entity setups, and tax planning. So I introduce you all to Victoria Watson. God bless you, Victoria.
Hi. Thank
Hello, hello.
Hey, Kalinda, you're a hard act to follow, girl. I don't know. Girl, you got this. Thank you, Jafora, for inviting me. I was like, oh my gosh, she called. I was so excited to be a part of a group, of women like you. I always look for opportunity to share information, especially about taxes, because we, especially us in our communities, can definitely use it. Unfortunately, if you don't have the top dollar or the money, we miss out on a lot of things because you feel like you just don't have the money to pay for access. So I myself, like Kalinda, I want to make this information available to those that may not always be able to afford it. So although you do have to pay for my services, I do feel that I'm affordable, that I am flexible, and not just that, I'm experienced. So I worked for the IRS for 8 years, and I left the IRS for better opportunity in the federal government. But then I realized once I left the IRS how much I love doing taxes, and I just couldn't stay away. So I started in taxpayer advocate service, where we advocated on behalf of the taxpayer. So any problem that you could think that you would have with taxes is what we did in our office. So I left there from being a case advocate for a few years, and I went on to the walk-in office, where we legitly had no tax law, all the schedules, the instructions, we took payments, we answered questions, and face-to-face. So there was no time to do any research. We legitly had to deal with the client directly. So that really gave me the opportunity to tighten up on my customer service skills and to get familiar with the tax law, because we had to know it. So in 2018, I founded, with the push of my mom and some other family members, VW Tax and Accounting Service, and it's been on ever since then. Word of mouth has really been growing and booming for me, and I thank God for it, because I haven't had to do much advertising, and I mean, it's been great, and I truly love what I do. And I just look forward to sharing the wealth, sharing the information, because like Jafora said earlier, there may be a ton of people that are tax accountants or that do taxes, but nobody can do it like I can. And
That's right. That's right. That's right.
So this is the time to know, definitely small business owners, this is the time for us via the pandemic and all that good stuff. But as we're developing our businesses, there are parts that we have to relinquish to the professionals, because we don't know everything. And so although there are a lot of free resources, but in different states, there are different things that come along with that. So it's even if you come for a consultation, if you say, well, Vicki, I can't afford to pay you all throughout the year, but if you come and check in on a quarterly basis, I'll definitely be able to get you going in the right direction, educate you on what your responsibilities are, being owner of your own business. And that way you're prepared whenever it's time. You're not filing and you're like, oh my God, I got $100,000 in penalties because I didn't realize I had to file all these other tax returns. So please invest in yourself, invest in your business. And I would be one of those people, if not me, anybody in my profession would be considered, definitely considered an investment. You got to know the money side of your business, and turn things over to us that know it, so you can free up time to do what you love.
That is so awesome, Victoria. So I'm going to park there and just say hello to some of the guests. So hi, Grammy. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. And logged in late. Could I get a couple of the plan? I'm not sure.
I mean, of it. The business plan.
Oh, the business plan. Yes, absolutely. You can. Thank you so much, Victoria. Yeah, copy of that business plan. Absolutely. Yes. And let's see here. Oh, what do you see, Kalinda? What do you see your business in 5 years?
Anjanette, great question, especially because she's one of my business partners. So we do see the business plan, the business itself moving more into a brick and mortar location. And we also see it being branched off into private locations. So one of the sectors that we want to hit are the private hotels, the boutique hotels. So it's a large market, but it's not oversaturated. And they tend to have more specialty types of products. So that's where we want to go.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Definitely, definitely. So here, Hope is saying, Felicia, yes, invest in yourself first. Yes, great advice. Thank you. And here's another. Hello, your accountants.
Okay, so we're gonna have to change numbers.
Right,
Today.
yes, yes, yes. So if you want any of the information, my guests, you can please feel free to reach out to me too as well, and I'll be glad to pass the information on to you. And where that Watson seems like it's attached to you, Victoria. So
Yeah, it
oh, that is awesome, awesome. So here,
Yes, and that's my cousin.
oh, okay, hi, cousin, hi, hi. And then there's a question here. So Peyton said, what software do you all use to assist you with maintaining your records for filing taxes for the business, for your business?
Well, there it just depends. So there's a ton of them out there, and so you can start with free. And Wave apps are one of those apps that you can start with. It's a mobile app. You can also log in online, and it's WAAVE or WAVVE APPS. It's one or the other. So you can try both spellings. I can never remember that, but Wave apps is definitely one of them, and it's a free service. And then you have your typical, that everybody knows, and that's QuickBooks. So you have QuickBooks, and it starts with as little as $7 a month for the self-employed version. And so that'll help you. You connect your bank account. You can take pictures of your receipts. It makes it very easy for come tax time, especially when you're solely self-employed, to be able to print off that information or run a P&L statement and to provide it to your tax preparer or accountant at time to file your taxes. It's really seamless. So you have Wave apps to start, and there's a ton of them. But then there's Wave apps that I know that's free, and then QuickBooks. And QuickBooks is one that I use.
That's awesome. And this is, you all, is valuable, valuable information that you would need to have for your business. We want to make sure as well in 2021, that's what this platform is also about, that you keep your stuff in order. Want to make sure that you are not trying to get ready, but be ready. Keep good records of all of your information. So that is absolutely some great information, Victoria. So let's see, going through some other. Oh, that's okay. Got it. Thank you. So here again, where is the money?
That's my brother.
Larry, you must have the money. Thank you so much, Larry, for joining. Yes. Hi, Brenda. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. And here, Lynette is saying one of the best. So that is awesome. Here says, hi, Vicki. And thank you all so much for tuning in, for watching and joining. If you would please take the time to like, share, and tag others in the Facebook Live. Also, you can go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated as well. And this is just so amazing. Yes, definitely, Lynette, I agree for the information from Vicki. So thank you all so much again for watching. And so, Victoria, I wanted to ask if you could just briefly just talk about, when we have the PPP loan, the EIDL loan that is up and out now, just, kind of give some pointers about that. And if others need some questions to answered, that they can reach you about that information.
Definitely. So this was definitely a burning question. The funding, we were talking about funding earlier. Jafora Fox was talking about when she covered the business plan. So funding is a huge part of our business. The government has signed in the stimulus payment. This is the second round. The first round, the rules were a little different. So then the end of December, there was another round, another stimulus package that was signed to include another round of PPP, extension of the EIDL, which was this extended the time frame of that original loan. There was a two-part, which the first part was a grant, which they ran out of that money. The second part is a loan repayable over 30 years at 3.75% interest. And then the new program that's coming out that has not yet hit the streets, and this is the EIDL targeted grant. Okay, this is supposed to replenish or make the people whole that applied the first time but did not receive all of the grant money. Okay, so if you applied the first time, you got the first $1,000 because SBA changed the rules up on us in the beginning, right? So we were initially supposed to receive $10,000. They reduced it to $1,000 per employee. So if you received the $1,000 at that time, this program, if you're in a low income area, according to IRS, And if you had a 25 to 30% loss quarter over quarter between 2019 and 2020, any quarter you can pick, SBA will reach out to you directly. There is no action that you have to take, and then they will gather whatever information that they need from you, including documents, which is the reason why it's so important to make sure that your records are tight. So they're going to ask for that, and then they will make a decision on whether or not you qualify for the EIDL targeted grant. You do not have to apply for this. This is totally separate from what is currently out there, which is the EIDL loan. This is the grant portion, and it's only available to the people that applied that did not receive the entire $10,000. Okay, so I'm going to circle back around to the PPP. The PPP are for those people that were in business as of February 2020. You had a positive bottom line. So if you were an independent contractor or sole proprietor or a single member LLC and you had no people out on payroll, we didn't qualify the first go round. It was only for people that legitimately had payroll that provided those payroll forms. So if you fall in one of the categories that we just discussed, you had a positive bottom line on your Schedule C, which would be line 31. You can qualify for and apply for the PPP either through your bank, or through fintech companies like Blue Vine, PayPal, Square, Cabbage, K-Servicing, because they replaced Cabbage, and so on. Now, this, you would notice if you took advantage of the EIDL loan, is significantly less than the EIDL loan. So I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. It's only 8 weeks of payroll. So they calculate what 1 month of your payroll would be based on your positive income, and then they'll multiply that times 2.5%. If you were in the restaurant industry, it'll be 3.5. Okay, so that's the PPP. Most people that had a positive bottom line do qualify. So I would definitely encourage you and urge you, even though you may say, I don't need the money, I'm okay. Listen, the government has provided us with this benefit. Take advantage of it. We don't know what the future is going to hold. We don't know how long we're going to be in this pandemic. Take the money. And the good thing about PPP is that it can be forgiven. So if you use the money like you're supposed to for payroll and for day-to-day operating expenses and for utilities and rent for your space, you can definitely apply. It's very simple, and ask that they forgive that loan for you. And the money is completely free.
That is awesome and very, very valuable information. And please note that with this PPP and the EIDL, that you are speaking with a professional person about this, because you don't want to get in any trouble with doing the wrong thing. There's so many things out there. That's why I was stating before, make sure you do your due diligence. So just because you may read on Facebook or some other site or somewhere else that somebody received this amount of money and this and that and the other, you want to make sure you do your due diligence in having all of the facts, all of the information, because you don't know why they received what they received. Exactly. Sometimes people don't tell you all the information, and then you go running thinking that, hey, this is it. And then you definitely don't want to find yourself into any type of trouble with that. So invest in your business, in yourself, and speak to someone like Victoria, others who are professionals in this particular industry of doing the work, so that you can make sure that you're doing the right thing. In getting those funds. The funds are available to businesses, but however, just do your homework, do your due diligence about everything, and ask questions, because you want to be knowledgeable too as well as a business owner. You know, it's okay to ask questions. Target yourself with people who don't mind giving you the answers to the questions, and then do your due diligence. A lot of time, research. You got to read the information. And so we want you to be educated. This is about educating you too as well in your business and making sure that it's set up right. So I'm going to go back here. Let's see. Valuable information. Yes, Brenda, thank you so much. And then another comment here saying, yes, so true. And so this is absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome. And I do have the information, Victoria, if you would if you would also let us know and let the audience know how they can reach you also with, if they have any other additional questions or comments.
Yeah, so I too am on Facebook. VW Tax and Accounting Service is my Facebook page. You can follow me there. I'm also on Instagram at VW Accounting Service, and I'm on Twitter, which I'm not on Twitter, but I have an account, and that's the VW account, tax account, I believe that it is. But I'm most active on Facebook. I usually share a lot of valuable information, and Jafora is so on point. Although you may pay me or someone else to do this type of work for you to apply for these things, ultimately it is your business. The burden of proof lies with you. So I normally share information directly off IRS website, not what Vicky said, not what Jafora said, not what Kalinda said, but what IRS said. I love to have that information, because being an IRS employee, we rely heavily on the Internal Revenue Manual, or we had to rely on what was out there on the website because that was our guide. You don't want to go off of anything else. If they can't point you to a legitimate website that's telling you something true and something real, then I would not go for it, because again, it's on you. It's your business. People have gone to jail for PPP. They have been in trouble with these SBA loans because they found a workaround. You want to stay legit. You want to stay on this side of things. Kalinda talked about staying 6 foot up. We try to stay 6 foot
I
up.
love that analogy.
You got to maintain our social distancing from the jailhouse and all of the type of stuff. Do the right thing. It's going to pay off for you in the end. It truly will. And, for as long as God is in it and you're doing things the right way, your business is going to grow anyway. So just do the right thing.
Amen.
I
Yes.
echo the same last sentence.
Yes. So, Kalinda, did you want to add anything to that as well?
So So again, like being around the right people, I encourage people to be around the right people and educate themselves and learn things. I know a lot of people tend to not even know what their talents are because they're not surrounding themselves around people that are at a higher caliber. They're staying, stagnant with the same in crowd. I was hosting a clubhouse yesterday, and on yesterday, one of the members who I brought in, she was like, well, I don't have anything to share. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you have a wealth of talent. You're doing this. You're amazing. You're a mom. You have your own business. So sometimes you just need that right person to let you know, this is the talent I see in you. This is the God that I see in you. This is the light that I see in you. Move towards that. And I guarantee you are going to move a mountain. So it is important. I stress this in my group, not to think that what you have in your head or what you're thinking is not something that's useful. Everyone has something that's useful. It's just understanding how to take that component, bring it out of you, and build something that's going to be a blessing for a lot of other people. So.
And that is awesome. Yes, that is absolutely amazing information. And that's why we are here too as well. It's about empowering others, making sure that you are around like-minded, making sure you are around others who can encourage you and push you. And I'm going to go just say hello to some of the audience too as well. Hi, cousin Kimberly. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. And Hope is saying the VW Tax and Accounting Service, that's for Victoria. So if you want to reach out to her, please feel free to do so. An amazing woman of God. And then, hi, Lady Phelps. God bless you. Thank you, First Lady, for joining. Another that you say that First Lady Phelps, she does provoking. And I tell you, she has provoked me into some amazing things. She says this, and I'm going to have to repeat it, that I may not be for, I want to make sure I get this right, lady. Let me see. She says, you may not be for everybody, but you are for somebody. I might be mixing it up, but the point is that there is somebody out there for you. And she said it so much, it really is ingrained into my heart, my spirit. And as you were saying, Kalinda, about, really pushing and provoking, we have to do that for each other. We have to help each other in that way. And so Lady Phelps does that on Facebook. So if you want to go to my page, you can see I've shared her information. That's another thing that we need to do. We need to share. We need to uplift each other. We need to tag. We need to really push each other into the place that we need to be. Don't worry about, because if you share and tag somebody else that is going to take away from you, that's not going to happen, because what God has for you is for you. And when you push somebody else, please know that God honors that. And he has the people just waiting just for you. So if you're out there and you're thinking, well, if I share, tag, or like somebody else's stuff, then it's going to take away something from me, let me be the one to tell you that it won't. So we need to begin to compliment each other. encourage each other, uplift each other, especially as women. We have to get from that place. We have to be around like-minded people who don't mind sharing your information, don't mind helping you be great. Not the type of people that you can be great as long as you're not greater than me. That's not going to work in this season. We want to be around positive energy, positive vibes, speaking positive things, because you can do whatever it is that you put your heart and mind to do. Just make sure you do your part and put in the work. And so I want to say again, thank you to these beautiful ladies for being a part of the show. Thank you. So if you all would please send those hearts, please send those hearts, all of that. Send those hearts to these beautiful ladies who took out the time to be a part of the Jafora Fox show and for registering. Just meeting and connecting with these two beautiful ladies is just an absolute blessing. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I never take anything lightly or for granted. I am so honored to have you both a part of the Jafora Fox show. And so I'm going to step in and just speak to some of the other audience. So Jessica is definitely... I got to read like bully. Okay, yes. You gotta use your talents. Right? She is definitely pushing you out of your comfort zone.
Wait a minute, Jafora. Let me tell you. I was on the phone with her, and we were talking about some business, and then she branched off into like 2 other business ideas, and I'm like, you sound kind of like me right now. She was like, I got you rubbing off on it.
And that's what we need to do. Iron sharpens iron. And if we're going to rub off of anything, we want it to be something great. We want it to be something that can keep us uplifted and encouraged and inspired and moving on to that next level and that next place that God has for us. Because we always want to be a blessing to others, That is funny. And so here another, I always say nobody will ever have my stuff. It's enough of everything for everybody. Absolutely it is. It is such the truth. And hi, Beanie. Hi, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all tuning in and watching and being a part of the Jafora Fox show. And so before I close, I just wanted to talk about next week's upcoming guests. I tell you, God is absolutely amazing, and He's putting some amazing people, you all, in our paths to help us to be able to do something. So our upcoming guest is Dr. Chandra McCain, and she's a licensed Christian therapist at Totally Free Ministries. And Dr. Chandra's specialty is dealing with those who are bound with abandonment issues, rejection, depression, and anxiety. Her overall goal is to access the root of the issue so they can impact the kingdom of God. And what an amazing thing. So please stay tuned on next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear all about the business of Totally Free Ministries for Dr. Chandra McCain. And then also have another guest for next Wednesday is Michael Holmes. He is CEO and owner of LTFAD, which is Living to Fight Another Day. It's a free youth and community awareness program designed by an officer with 29 years of law enforcement experience. He is out of Riverdale, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, and he is going to be a guest on next Wednesday, but just sharing about how he's helping the youth, how he's helping our young boys, how he's helping the community to help with getting them on track. And so I am super excited about this upcoming guest that will be coming before you. And so this is amazing. And again, I thank each and every one of you all for being a part of the Jafora Fox show. Again, Kalinda, God bless you. Thank you so much, my sister. And Victoria, thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate you all. And if you have any other questions or concerns, you have the information. You can go back to the replay and look. You can also reach out to me if you're needing any additional information about the guest. And so you can reach me at jaforafox.com. And also my quick link at Linktree /Jafora Fox. My email is info@jaforafox.com. So you can find all of my information on my website. So check out my website. I do offer a free consultation. So you can schedule a free consultation with me through my website if you have any other questions, concerns about anything. And also, if you're wanting to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show, if you're an entrepreneur, you can also go to my website and click on the link, Be a Guest, and you can register to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show. Would love to have you. I'm so honored, again, to have each and every guest that has reached out to be a part of the Jafora Fox Show. And know that it is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you can catch it on Facebook and YouTube. So again, you all, thank you so much to my audience, to each and every one of you. I love you all. I love you. I love you. And again, don't forget to share, to tag, to share, to like, and then to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that is all for tonight. I'm going to close out before we go with, and I have to shout out my baby boy, my son, Jerron Wright. He did my theme song for the Jafora Fox Show, and so I am super excited about
it. It was so good.
So one of the other things I'll say about that, God knows what you need, and He will send you who you need, what you need, when you need it. And so I know a lot of times we're doing things and we're concerned about, what and how we're going to do what we're going to do, but know that God is mindful of His children. He is mindful, and He will send you what you need. So God bless you all, and I love you, I love you, I love you, and thank you so much again.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business, and let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in, and let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Thank you all. Jafora Fox Show. I am Jafora Fox. So God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, and I love you. And thank you. God bless.
Good night.
Good night.
I'll be contact you, girl.